He also goes on to say, a seed built on the hill cannot be hidden. So, Christ in this passage mentions three things. It talks about the light, talks about the light, and talks about a seed that is set on the hill. So, in science, they teach us that salt is any substance formed when acid and the base react. We don't want to go into science, but we'll be very much interested to know what is the purpose of salt. What's the purpose of light? Or sometimes when we don't know the purpose of salt, we don't know the purpose of light, anyway we will misuse them. When Christ is comparing us to salt and to the light, we will not know what this passage is about until we know the purpose of salt and the light. In the first place, I want to say salt is used as a preservative. It is used to prevent things from decaying or from getting damaged, to prevent them from becoming bad. The other thing is that salt is used as a savor to give taste to food. Yeah. Like when we are cooking or preparing food, we add the salt to food so that food can have taste when we are eating. Again, salt has some medicinal value. Sometimes when you have a wound, you get salt, you clean the wound with salt, and so it helps. It has some healing properties. So Christ uses the salt in that view, with that view. I'll come and apply it later. Now, it talks also about light. In science, they teach us that light is an electromagnetic wave. It's among the only waves that can pass through a vacuum. They teach us that light is the only element, is the only a form of energy that does not bend. It always moves in the straight line. So that's why it can produce a shadow. Also, light is a form of energy that helps us to see. So without light, we can't see. Amen. Yeah. So light helps us to see. Light is the only form of energy that does not bend, which always moves in the straight line. Now, I want us to pay attention to the grammar here, how Christ puts words. He's saying, you are the salt of the earth. We are the church. Christ is speaking to us, the church. Now, he is saying, we, the church, are the salt of the world. And we, the church, are the light of the world. Christ is not saying, we, the church, are the light of the church. He is not saying, we are the salt of the church. We are in the world as a church. That's what Pastor Eddie was telling us. We are in the world. God has not taken us out of the world. There is a purpose He has put us in this world, so that as salt, the world can be preserved, so that what can be healed. So, we are the salt of the world. We are the light of the world. We don't put salt in another salt to make it become salt. Or when there is salt already in the dish, we don't add salt to that dish, or we will disturb its taste. Like during the day like this, we have the light, which is of the sun. I was thinking, when God created the world, we will see that God did not create light like today, the sun and the moon to give us light to see. That was not the reason. We use the sun today so that we are able to see because of sin. That's why in heaven there is no sun, but the people see. When you go there, there will be no sun, but you still see because of the glory of God. Now, because things have changed, we depend on the sun. We depend on the moon so that we are able to see. Now, what I'm saying is, we need light where there is darkness. After sin, darkness came in. So we need now the light. And now Christ is saying, we are the salt and the light of the world. During the day like this, you don't need to get a torch and switch it on. That is wastage of power and energy. During the day like this, we don't have to switch on the light there. We are wasting the units because we already have the light. And even when there is light here, if you switch on the light and you get a psychedelic, a small bulb, switch it on, no one will know that it is on. Why? Because there is a greater light. So, as the church today, Christ has told us that we are to be the salt of the world. If the light we are is going to be appreciated, we have to listen carefully to what Christ is saying here. Because we don't listen carefully to what is happening here, we divide churches. Because we don't want to go into the world where it is dark. Because we need the light where it is dark. That's what Christ is saying here. We are the light of the world. So we have to sit as a church. If we are the light of the world, we have to sit. We have to identify where it is dark. Then we go there and take the light of the gospel there. That is when us being the light, we will work as God intends of us. If we don't go to the world, yes, we will be light. But we should not forget, if a star shines, its light will be consumed. We will be overpowered by the light of the sun. And the star will begin to say, why is it that people are not seeing me? They are not seeing you. Because you have forgotten one thing. You are a light, fine. But there is another light that is producing more light than you. So what are you going to do? Go where there is darkness. Then when you shine there, it will be seen. I don't believe abakwirako kuba bakutaka kumusulayo kukozesa tesibesha mulimo. Those tiny insects, when they are moving at night in places where there is no lighting, even if it is very far, people will see it. But we don't see them here in Kitwe. Don't see them in town. It's not that they are not there. They are there. But there are greater lights. Their light can't shine to the level that it can be noticed. So we must not be discouraged if we are aware our light cannot be seen. Light is there, but we have to go where it is needed. If we are shining where the light is not needed, okay, let me say light is needed everywhere, but where it is needed most. We can ask ourselves, where am I needed? Where we are needed is where it is darkest. You have to find out. Okay. Where is it darkest? That if I go there, even if I produce time light, it will help. It will help people to see the path. Then if we do that, then we are going to fulfill this scripture. God has commissioned us as a church. We must go out as the light. Even Jesus Christ is saying, who is that man who after switching on the light, he covers it? There is no such thing. It may not only be covering it. It may also be I lift the candle. I take it in a room where there is bigger lights. It is not serving any purpose. So light must be put to use. It must not just be kept. It must not be covered. It must not be taken where it will not serve any purpose. So Christ has sent us. We are the light. We are the salt. But if we are going to fulfill this mandate, because by virtue of being salt, it tells that there is a function, there is a need somewhere. By virtue of being the light, it means there's somewhere where there is a need for light. So if we are going to be appreciated, to find out where am I needed as a salt, where am I needed as a light, then it will be pleasing to God. Amen.